There you go.
How about this one?
I told you.
So I'm Doc Holliday. I'm a singer-songwriter here in Nashville, and I'm also honored to serve on the Country Music Council for the Nima Awards. And as a quick housekeeping thing, Corey wanted me to mention that if anybody lost a great big wad of money with a rubber band around it, see Corey, he found your rubber band. So anyway, I've been given the privilege and kind of the difficult task of saying a few words in remembrance of one of Nashville songwriting community's true icons, my friend Lorna Flowers. And I'm sure that most, if not all of you knew Lorna, but for those of you who didn't, let me tell you a little about her. Lorna was a spunky little lady from England who came here many years ago, and I apologize for reading this, but it's a difficult thing, and bear with me on this. I just started writing today, and I didn't stop for a while, so it's about 5 minutes, if you guys give Lorna that. Most of you probably knew her. Lorna came here many years ago to pursue her dream of becoming a Nashville songwriter. And did she ever do that? And then some. How far did Lorna go? Well, one thing that comes to mind is my friend George Robinson said that if the UN had a music ambassador, it would be Lorna Flowers. Yeah. Yes, Lorna became a songwriter, but she became so. Personally, I first met Lorna around 2008 when I signed my first pub deal with Robin Taylor Gregg's company. And Robin immediately told me probably what every new writer to town has heard in the last decade, is you have to meet Lorna Flowers. And so she took me to an event that actually was celebrating an anniversary of Lorna being in town. And though it was really crowded and people all wanted her attention, when I met Lorna, she made me feel like that I mattered, that she wanted to see what I had to offer, and that she wanted to help me, and I felt like it was genuine and from her heart, and it was. Over the years we became friends, we played a lot of shows together, and I've still got a text in my phone of us having plans to have her over for dinner, and she even played a huge role in my plans for when I proposed to my incredible wife, Rebecca, and she made that happen. She was always helping people no matter what the situation was and how she could help. And there's quite simply no accounting for the number of people I know in this town just simply because of directly from being a friend of Lorna's. Lorna quite simply brought people together and made the Nashville songwriting community into a family. She knew the value of passion without aggression and reminded us what was real and important. And on occasion, in her gentle way, made us all feel a little bit silly for getting so caught up in the business and politics of it all and forgetting that, hey, music is supposed to be magic and supposed to be fun. Debbie Pascarella actually said it well when she was talking about her and her friend Lorna both being nominated for Song of the Year for this year's Nima Awards. And what she said was, I was thinking about how we do this thing together if you were still here, and I could vividly picture you saying, easy, I'll vote for you and you vote for me. And that's the spirit of Lorna in a nutshell. As the enormous turnout at her memorial service would attest, writers, artists, publishers, label execs, representatives, and friends from every corner of the music industry were all touched and changed in some way by the spirit of Lorna Flowers. As someone said at her service, this is just like Lorna, her last show was completely sold out. Lorna, you worked tirelessly as a champion for songwriters all over the world. You will live on forever because you gave of yourself to everyone that you met. You're a part of so many journeys and so many stories. Your life was an example for all of us of how to live with strength, passion, grace, humility, humor, and kindness. Each person you touch will pass on in some way the gifts that you imparted to them to others they encounter along the way. You knew that the secret to immortality was to live and love with your heart wide open, for that kind of love will never disappear. It grows exponentially over time, starting like small pebbles tossed into a pond with the joyful heart of a child, the ripples ever expanding until the entirety is covered. Above all, Lorna taught me that for the love of God, please just let it matter. Get out of your head and into your heart. Use the power of music responsibly for good, not as some means to an end or to feed our egos or to make up for something that we think we may be lacking. Lorna said to be true to yourself, to give from the abundance of your heart, and when you do, you'll find something infinitely more valuable than whatever the current definition of success may be. You'll find that what matters after all is love. I wrote something kind of spontaneously last night, late, probably as a result of anticipating speaking about Lorna today, and I'd like to close with these words. I used to have this dream that I could fly. I didn't know how, and it didn't matter why. I knew that I could if I believed and I tried. It truly felt real, not just some trick of my mind. Another place, another life, another world, another time. And I wanted so badly to show my friends I could run and then jump straight into the wind. I don't blame you at all if you don't believe. I can't even be sure that it happened to me. But either way, for that moment in time, I was free. I still catch myself looking up to the sky, trying to remember how to fly. On March 7th, our friend Lorna Flowers was laid to rest. She now has her wings. Thank you. Lorna sees you guys. Thank you so much.